Universal Studios has announced all 10 Halloween Horror Nights houses, all 5 scare zones, 2 shows. So we're gonna go inside, see where they are, what they are, and we're gonna do it all in 7 minutes. This is Just Looking. I'm Sean. Let's go inside. Here at the main entrance to the park, next to the entrance of Minions and what used to be Shrek, you have Horrors of Halloween. The Pumpkin Lord, the spirit of Halloween, has returned to take over this year's event, summoning hordes of fiendish creatures, including demons, ghosts, and witches. Terror has taken root. With more pumpkins, I think this thing would look amazing. Can't wait to see what else they got. Over here, by the entrance of Rip Ride Rocket, you'll find Spirits of the Cup. They're bewitchingly terrifying. A coven of beautiful flapper witches will lure you into their 1920s speakeasy, reveal their haggish true form, and turn your scream squad into a witch's brew. They'll be crackling, you'll be screaming. That sounds so awesome to have a 1920s speakeasy. Can't wait to see that one. And to the right over here, you have Hal Block Horror. As these monsters escape their prison, there's no escape for you. Enter a prison whose savage inmates are monstrous creatures. If they break free from their cells, it's a death sentence for everyone. That one also sounds pretty cool. I'm excited so far for these 2 houses. Back behind Jimmy Fallon, you have Halloween. His beginning is your end. Silent, merciless, relentless. There is nobody like Michael Myers. And if your Scream Squad is ready this year, you can gather together and face the terror of Halloween from the very beginning. Over here, back behind Rip Ride Rocket, backstage, you have 2 houses. You have Fiesta de Chupacabras. Listen to your abuela and beware the chupacabras. Visit a Latin American village where the legend of the creature chupacabras is celebrated with colorful fiestas, and the streets are lined with the crimson blood of tourists like you and your amigos. Also over here you have Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. You're dead in the water. In a New England fishing village, undead fishermen emerge from the waves to seek their revenge. You and your Scream Squad may have escaped their hooks in the scare zone. Now they'll reel you in and drag you under. Both sound pretty awesome to me. That Fiesta de Chupacabras, excited for that one. That sounds awesome. Over here in front of the tribute store is Sweet Revenge. The sweets from Major Sweets Candy Company have turned these 1950s kids into crazed killers. With pint-sized costume maniacs roaming the streets, Halloween will be a night of trick or treat mayhem. Sounds fun, and they have some candy over there. Some more things added to Sweet Revenge. Over by Fast and Furious backstage, you have the Horrors of Blumhouse. Twice the scream, twice the terror. Get ready for a blood-curdling new double feature of Blumhouse horror as your Scream Squad faces a ruthless serial killer in Freaky and an evil kidnapper in the relentlessly terrifying The Black Phone. We do have to watch both those movies before HHN, so we got some work to do. Over here at the end of Fast and Furious, we have Conjur the Dark. An evil sorceress has entered twisted stone runes and called forth monstrosities from dark dimensions. This Halloween, blood will feed her army of the night. Can't wait for a scare actor to jump up on the stage and scare some people. Over here at the old Fear Factor Stadium, we have Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire. The show that sparked a firestorm last year is ablaze with a new nightmare. The pyro and aerial performers are back to reignite your fears. This show features a world-famous performance group, the Fuel Girls, highlighting a new dreamer in the depths of a new nightmare, set to a heart-pounding metal, rock, and electric score. Over here at the exit of Men in Black, you have 2 Halloween Horror Nights houses, Bugs Eaten Alive and Descendants of Destruction. Bugs Eaten Alive, these bugs are out to exterminate you. While touring a 1950s home of the future, you'll be surrounded by the slime of bugs everywhere as hordes of many-legged terrors descend upon you and your Scream Squad. You'll be dropping like flies. That one sounds cool. The 1950s home of the future sounds really cool. Bugs, not so much. Over this way, you have Descendants of Destruction, deeper, darker, deadlier. Careful not to leave any of your Scream Squad behind you as you descend the subway tunnels of a deserted New York. Lurking in the darks are hungry mutants looking to feast on the last remains of humanity. That sounds awesome as well. I'd love to see what it's like below New York while in Orlando. On to next. And our last 2 houses over here are The Weekend After Hours Nightmare, which me and Saber are super excited about. It's music to your fears. You love his music, but can you survive his mind? The Weekend is about to stalk your squad through this haunted house, a surreal, living nightmare from his After Hours videos. His nightmare is now yours. I'll tell you guys, me and Saber did see his concert while he was here in Tampa, and if his house is going to be anything like the concert, we are in for an absolute show. It was so cool. And down by Curious George, we have the last HHN house, Universal Monsters Legends Collide. It's the Wolfman vs. Dracula vs. the Mummy. If you thought one Universal Monster was scary, how about 3? Summon your Scream Squad, because you're about to get caught between the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy together for the first time. Down here by the NBC Media Center, you have Scarecrow Cursed Soil. At an abandoned farm, Scarecrow Sentinels have risen from the crust of the earth to hunt souls and seek revenge. They'll harvest the screams of those who dare enter this dilapidated barn. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be a dilapidated barn, I'd hope. And here at our last scare zone in Hollywood, you have Graveyard, Deadly Unrest. On All Hallows Eve, a dark storm descends upon the cemetery and wakens long dead spirits. These specters rise from their grave to capture souls for all eternity. No one living can escape them. This place has looked sweet ever since they put it up, so I'm super excited for it. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed our very quick HHN House and Scare Zone tour. So, if you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, hit the like button so more people can see it. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great night.